Hello and welcome to this episode of I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, where today I'm going to be sharing a message from a first grade teacher.
So the big question is this: how are parents like us, who don't have a manual, who are doing the best we can, who feel as though we aren't enough, how are we going to raise healthy, happy children who we are proud of and still keep our sanity in that process? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Ryan Roy, and welcome to I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, a podcast for parents who are being real with themselves.
Hello and welcome back to this episode of I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, where today I'm going to be sharing a message from a first grade teacher. Listen, again, social media can be something that is used for bad, or it could be used for good. In this post I came across, people tend to share these things with me because they know I have this podcast. They obviously know that I am passionate about impacting fathers. But when I saw this post, I was like, oof, this one hits. I love this post. So I'm just going to read it, and I'm going to let you, the listener, marinate on it. So it's a post from a first grade teacher on Facebook, and it says, "When I look around my classroom, I couldn't tell you who crawled first, who walked before one or spoke in sentences by 15 months. I can't tell you if their parents breastfed or if they bottle fed. No clue if they still wear pull-ups at night, because I'm sure many do. I don't know if they potty trained at 18 months or at 4 years old. I don't know if their mom ever let them cry it out for a few minutes, or if they strapped them to their bodies 24/7. You know what I can tell you when I look at my kids? I can tell you which families value kindness and manners in their homes. I can tell when a child feels loved and secure at home, and in parentheses, and at school, which sadly isn't always everybody's school experience. I know who has pizza and movie Friday nights, and which mom reads in different voices for bedtime. I can see how kids handle scary situations like thunderstorms. I can see who has a solid routine at home and who has chores and responsibilities. I can hear how you speak to your children by how they speak to others. When I look at my little friends, I don't see their milestones. I see who they are, their heart, their actions, their inner voice, their struggles and triumphs. I see you and all the love that you pour into them. We are always supposed to talk about testing and benchmarks and data during parent-teacher conferences. And I had a mom last time look me and say, "I don't worry about the reading and the math. She will get there. I want to know, how is she? As a person, is she kind? Does she include others?" That took my breath away and is something that will always stick with me. She said, "Go easy on yourselves, mamas. Just love your little ones. It's all they need." Now, I shared in a previous episode not too long ago, Report Card Day, and I like to think that my son has absolutely amazing teachers. And although they shared those milestones and those test scores and those things, both of them lit up and shared that my son was kind and he included others. Not only that, but he blended well in all groups where there tends to be some cliques in the classroom. And no matter where they put him, he stands out as someone that everybody gets along with. Look, I don't know jack about parenting. I'm winging this thing just like you guys. The only reason I even wrote a book is because somebody told me that some of the stories I shared were super impactful and powerful. And I thought to them, I'm like, "You're crazy. It's just the things I do." And they said, "Yeah, but look at your kids and look how much you love and look how much thought you put into it." And honestly, I'm not even saying this to brag. It's just makes a lot of sense to me. But when I read this post, I thought to myself, I actually know one of my son's friends at 9 years old still wears pull-ups. Doesn't matter, he's an amazing kid. I know that there's kids that were potty trained earlier, and I know that there's kids that breastfed. I actually saw a post on Facebook from a mom I know that breastfed for the first 2 years. We worry as parents about some of the wrong things when all they need is love, attention, and to be taught kindness and respect for others. And when a first grade teacher says, I can't tell all of those things that we worry about so much, but I can tell how you talk to each other in the household, because that's how they talk to me. That's some pretty amazing stuff. My mom used to always say, don't embarrass me outside of this house. And when I read this, I think to myself, well, I wasn't allowed to talk back to you or embarrass you in the house. So why would I do it out in public? Be careful about what you focus on, parents. Look, I don't know jack about parenting, but they are sponges and they will do everything that you do. I get that more and more from my 2-year-old. As I was tapping out a tune on the couch today, while we were watching morning cartoons, I was tapping, and next thing I know, he was on my lap and he was tapping too. They mimic everything we do. So if you want them to be respectful outside the home, just be respectful to yourself and to them inside the home. That's wisdom from a first grade teacher who probably deals with 20 to 30 kids every single day and a new set every single year. We'll see you in the next episode.
Do you want to be the dad you wish you had? If so, go get my free book, Be the Dad You Wish You Had, at BeTheDadYouWishYouHad.com. Inside, you'll find my most effective 40 tips to quickly and easily transform yourself into the ideal dad. Go to BeTheDadYouWishYouHad.com now and get it while it's free.